Welcome to the class of Advanced Structural Analysis. Today we will discuss about how to procedure of making flexibility matrix or how to making the flexibility matrix. Now this is the generalized form of flexibility matrix in 2 by 2 order. This is F11, this is F12, and this is 21 and 22. Okay, and this is the generalized form, that is Fij, that means I denotes the displacement, and J is unit load, right? Now we have to find out the particular value of F11 and F12, and from this we can tell that F11 means in 1 point, F11 means in 1 point displacement for 1 point loading, and in case of F22 that means or F12 that is in 1 point displacement for in 2 point unit load, right? So if we solve this matrix, we have to solve by step by solving the column, as well as for first we have to solve this column 1 and then we have to go for the solving column 2. Now step 1, I am writing this is solving column 1, and for solving column 1 we have to apply unit load in one direction only. Okay, we have don't use without any apply unit load in other direction, and then we have to calculate the displacement in all coordinates, right? In all the ordinates, and calculate the displacement in all the ordinates. Okay, now for similar step 2, when we solve column 2, then we have to apply unit load in two direction only, right? We have to solve column 2. Column 2 is only 2, so 2 means unit load, so we have to apply unit load in two direction only, and without apply unit load in the other direction, of course, and then we calculate the displacement in all other ordinates. So same, apply unit load in two direction and calculate the displacement in all other ordinates, right? So now what is the key points? Key points is, in case of force, when we apply force we have to watch out displacement, that is denoted by delta, and when we apply moment we have to watch out the slope, that is denoted by theta. This is the most important part when you solve any beam or any bar problem, right? So take an example, let a cantilever beam. Okay, so this is a cantilever beam and we apply unit load in one direction, and this is a moment, okay, right there. So this is 1, this is 2, and let the properties of the beam, the length of the beam is L, and this is the rigidity, okay, flexural rigidity is EI. So if we solve this beam problem, we have to first write down the generalized formula. The generalized matrix form is F11, this is F12, and this is F21, as well as this is F22, right? So we have to find out individually the value of F11, F12, F21 and F22. So first thing first, for step 1 we have to solve column 1, right? So solving column 1, we have to we have to do apply unit load in one direction without applying unit load in other direction, and then calculate the displacement, right? So this is the cantilever beam, we apply unit load in one direction only, no moment is there, okay? So if we, this is the deflected shape, okay, and this is the slope, that is theta. Okay, so the displacement value will be delta and the slope is theta. By the virtue of displacement law, in case of cantilever beam, the delta value should be PLQ by 3 EI and the slope value would be how much? That is PL square by 2 EI. So this is the value of theta and this is the value of delta. Now you are applying unit load, that means your p value is 1. If your p value is 1 for unit load, p is 1, so you can write down that delta is equal to LQ by 3 EI and theta is equal to L square by 2 EI, right? So this part is your F11, because F11 is what? F11 is in 1 point displacement for 1 point loading. So F11 is 1 point displacement for 1 point loading, right? And what is your theta value? That is L square by 2 EI. So this is the F21. So what is F21? F21 is at 2 point displacement, right, for 1 point loading. So this is 1 point loading and this is for 2 point. At the 2 point your displacement, that means this is the slope. So this is the F21 value. So by solving column 1 we can find out the value of F11 and F21, right? Now similarly, if we go for the step 2 by solving column 2, step 2 is solve column 2. Okay, so by solving column 2 we can find out the F12 and F22 value. So how? So now in case there is a cantilever beam, now we apply at unit load at point 2, no 1 point loading. Okay, so your deflected shape would be this one. Okay, and this would be your theta and this one is your displacement, that is delta. So for moment the delta value should be ML square by 2 EI, right? And in case of theta, for moment, for unit moment or just for moment, your slope value would be ML by EI. We have learned in the previous class. This is the value. Now you apply unit moment, okay, like previous one, unit load. So if you apply unit moment for unit moment, your M value is obviously 1. Then your delta should be L square by EI and your theta would be L by EI. So this L square by EI would be your F12 and this L by EI, that is theta, would be your F22. Now if you write down the generalized formula F11, F12, F21 and F22, now just put the values here. What is the value of F11? F11 is LQ by 3 EI. LQ by 3 EI. Now what is the value of F12? F12 is L square by EI. L square by EI. Now what is the value of F21? F21 is L square by 2 EI. L square by 2 EI. Now the value of F22 is L by EI. L by EI. So this is the way we are making flexibility matrix. Okay, that's all for today now. Thank you.